St. Louis puts it in play. This is Daryl Duran near the red line of Pittsburgh. Drago can't get to it. Duran now passing it to Ebert, who tried to turn on Kevin Marr. Ebert wants to turn it inside. The pass cut off by Dave Hagen in the penalty arc. Here he comes to Dembovic. Drago holding it. Gets around Sammy Bick. Late pass on the right wing side. Marr in the overlap. Here's Kevin faking, passing it wide. He wanted Hagen. Great setup for the Pittsburgh Spirit, but they come up empty, and back come the St. Louis Steamers with Sam Bick on the ball.
What great start that could have been, and that was set up by Drago Dembovic, the magic man.
Carl Rose now chipping it ahead for Duran. Blocked by Bobby Bosmeyer, up for Hagen. Hagen heading it down, looks upfield. Now maintains possession in the neutral zone. Almost lost it to Ebert with Bick's help. Off the boards, Dembovic getting it. Drago dancing around. Brings it over the midfield line. Lead ball on the right wing. Hagen goes for it. Far boards. Pittsburgh attacking right to left. Hagen bumped by Rose and draws the foul. We're seeing a lot of movement out there, Bruno, with this line.
That's right. Drago's touched the ball twice, and twice he's made great penetrating passes that set something up offensively, and this is what Pittsburgh needs.
Well, Drago wants to play. I think John did a good move here in getting him in the starting lineup, getting his confidence in early. Here's Hagen to Bosmeyer. Bobby losing it, but McKenzie will shoot it. There was a whistle out, and a foul is going to be called on the Pittsburgh Spirit, and it will be St. Louis ball. You know, Drago, as we said, has come in as a sub lately, but to get him out there in the starting unit and the crowd behind him as well, like I said, I think that's a good move on John Kowalski's part. He is in for Paul Chaw, but I'm sure you'll be seeing Paul sometime this evening. Here's Carl Rose with it. Chipping it ahead on the right side. Now for Ebert in the corner. Mavlik way out of goal. Couldn't get to the ball. Help on its way from Bosmeyer. Now Bick with a drive. A wicked one. That's wide. Picked up now by Kevin Marr. Hit Bosmeyer with a pass. McKenzie will settle it down as St. Louis changes on the fly. Jeff Cacciatore against McKenzie. Ball played back to Bob Bosmeyer. Bobby holding it in his own zone. 15:24 to play. First quarter it is scoreless. Bosmeyer with a lead for McKenzie up at the red line. Broken up. It goes all the way in on goal. Slobo's coming way out. Near the red line. Plays it off the boards for Hulser. Hulser gets it into the offensive zone. Blocked by McKenzie. Mack will lose it to Hulser. Neutral zone on the Spirit side. Attempted pass is broken up. Now picked up by Bick. Around the boards into the corner. Mike O'Mara. Watched by McKenzie. Plays it out neutral zone. Neil Cohen with a soft touch. He'll get it back. Not a good ball to the right wing. Picked off Sibbies. Will break with Kapka. 2-on-1. St. Louis hustling back. Sibbies, Kapka, shot it wide. Z again. Up into the air it goes. Slobo's going to head it out. And it was a whistle and a foul. I'm going to call it on Pittsburgh. I thought Slobo jumped over someone's back, but maybe he got elbowed in the air. He is hurt and will require some attention for Bill Jennings off the St. Louis bench. We'll take it to a break. There's no score on the Spirit Soccer Network.
St. Louis. We remind you that 10-game packages for your playoff-bound Pittsburgh Spirit are on sale now for $80, $60, or just $40. All seats are reserved.
Welcome back. They're still attending the Slobo of the SQ1. They do would like to tell you that Bill McCracken of McCracken Olds AMC Jeep Renault would like to invite you to be his guest at the Spirit versus Cleveland game on Saturday.
They hit the post. They beat Slobo to the far side, but again, lack of concentration on the final finish.
Two good opportunities. We've gone 2.5 minutes, but no shots recorded because shots went wide. In one case, it was actually a pass from Marr, who was passing it in front of the net. Long ball played in now to Peter Mavlik. Marr had to looking for Hagen. Here's John O'Hara out there with Topolsky. Alberto playing midfield in place of Ostalchik. That's to give Greg a bit of a rest. Mike O'Mara in the corner, plays it out. Alberto in to pick it up. Luis moves it back to the midfield line to O'Hara. Quick turnaround for Topolsky. In a few strides off the boards for Kapka. Z holding it. Wants to play it off the boards. Now spins around. Hulser playing him tough along the near boards. Gets it out, though, to Alberto. Luis 50 feet out. Now to O'Hara, 65 out. Johnny holding it on the left wing side for Luis, who comes back out to the red line. Alberto leaves it off for Kapka. Z holding it. St. Louis putting some good pressure on the people with the ball for Pittsburgh. Now it's Sibbies floating it back to John O'Hara.
Pressure
around the ball, wherever that ball is, Bruno.
Very tight man-to-man marking, forcing Pittsburgh to come back into midfield and even back into their own defensive zone in order to set up the play.
Still scoreless, 11.5 to go first quarter. Alberto back to midfield. to Topolsky. Neutral zone. This is John O'Hara. Moving it up the near side for Sibbies as Pittsburgh tries to attack Ian. Broken up by Keogh. And it's banged over all 3 lines. And it will come back the other way. 3-line violation.
St. Louis.
Pittsburgh showing good composure under pressure, retaining possession of the ball. And St. Louis, on the other hand, good defensive pressure.
Pittsburgh will get the ball with Topolsky. Neutral zone, has a tackle away. Over to O'Hara, midfield line for Alberto. Back for John O'Hara, quick touch for Topolsky. Here's Adams' shot, just wide off of Ilievsky's fingertips, actually. Alberto picking it up. They did not call that a shot on goal. It was just wide, apparently, because no shot was posted up on the shot clock. O'Hara now plays it up the right side. Kapka trying to burn Keogh deep. Off the boards, coming in as Alberto hits him in the face. He'll get a shot off the glass. Sibbies off the crossbar. Kapka still trying to play it, but there was a foul for pushing on Pittsburgh. Alberto, the ball hopped up to him. He couldn't settle it down. Sibbies had a chance, but his header went right off the crossbar.
That's right. Good opportunity for Pittsburgh, the 3rd one. And again, they came up empty-handed there as the ball came off the crossbar and the header by Kapka.
Here's Tony Bellinger playing with a cast on his right arm. Bellinger stops the ball well. Goes to his left foot. A drive in front. Blocked. Ebert trying to turn it inside. Broken up. Comes all the way back the other side. Picking it up is Ty Keogh on defense with Carl Rose. On the far side is Payson. Moving it to Sam Beck coming through. McKenzie says no, up for Drago Dembovik. Drago broken up by Rose and then by Beck. Into the offensive zone. A Payson drive. Save Mavlik. And it's picked up by Dembovik. Here's a break. 3-on-2. Drago over midfield. Into the offensive zone he comes. With the Jets on. A shot. Score! Drago Dembovik. 1-0 Pittsburgh. That was a full carpet rush, actually. He started at the penalty yard when he got it off Mavlik's save. Here's Drago intercepting at the midfield line. Into the offensive zone. The crowd still applauding as he brings it back into the box area, but he's broken up. Cleared out all the way back to the midfield line, and Mavlik does get an assist on it. He touched it last, but he punched it straight forward, and Dembovik came all the way up the field. Up the left field, up the left wing line, left field line. What am I doing? Sam Beck picking it up. I don't even do baseball. Well, it's spring training, right? Carl Rose picking it up. Bringing it upfield, across the red line. Plays it off the boards, wants his own pass. Sibbies, good toe ball ahead to McKenzie. Back for Ian on a run. 2-on-1, now 2-on-2. Ian shot, save Ilievsky. That ball hops up and goes out of play. Pittsburgh will have a corner kick. You can see what that goal has done, Bruno. It's up the spirit.
Exactly, they're moving much better and sharper. The passing is crisper, and there seems to be enthusiasm there.
Pittsburgh. Ball played in by Alberto, never reaches the box. It's banged out by the Steamers. Incidentally, Sam Beck plays in his 200th game tonight in a St. Louis uniform in 119 consecutive. Mavlik with a long ball upfield. Looking for Sibbies. Cohen played him aggressive. It's back for Ilievsky. Slobo punting it upfield. Broken up by Topolsky, and now Alberto. Taken away, though, by Keogh. Lead pass off the far wing boards for Ebert. O'Hara and he collide. Ebert trying to get free for Ricky Davis. Davis far wing side. Plays it off the boards, but Mavlik cut that one off. Peter up and through it. And now fakes it. Mavlik in his last 330 minutes has given up 17 goals. A 3.09 goals against average. Overall, he's 3.95.
Coming into his own, and he looked very sharp there, reading the boards well, coming out to cut the angle, making a save.
Ball is going to be intercepted now by Bellinger. Puts the brakes on. I'm not sure if he meant to or if he just slipped along the near boards. Plays it up and gets it back. Nope, from Ebert. It was intended, but Kapka will take it. It was a bad pass back from Ebert. Here comes Kapka up the left wing side for Luis Alberto. And now Luis goes down, what they call a foul on Neil Cohen. 8:03 to play. First quarter, and it's a 1-0 Spirit lead. Alberto will put it in play. Out to O'Hara at the red line, near side. Johnny cuts it to the left wing. Brings it outside the box. A shot wide. Sibby's almost got a foot on it. Had he done that, no way would Ilievsky have been able to block that one. He was going the wrong way. just like a tip-in hockey. Here's Alberto back, leading it for Topolsky. Ilievsky's out of goal. Centered into the box, broken up, and Topolsky is down. Alberto keeps it alive, and finally, the whistle blows as Topolsky injured in the corner. As he's down, we're going to take it to a break and be right back. It's a 1-0 Spirit lead.
He and Dave McKenzie are the two fullbacks who like to attack, and when they're on, Pittsburgh is a very difficult team to defeat.
And an Alberto pass is deflected out of play. Pittsburgh back with a free kick. Sibby's playing it back to John O'Hara, and there's a whistle from somewhere. Dave MISL calls it down. Dave Clements takes that opportunity to send Larry Hulser back out on the field. Pittsburgh will have a free kick from the far wing boards. Spirit lead 1-0 on Dembovic's 26th of the year. O'Hara in for Alberto, back for Johnny. Played out to Erhard Kapp, who's on for Topolsky. Erhard plays it back to Peter Malvik. One touch, a good ball back to Kapp. O'Hara's free on the right. Erhard plays it up the left for Kapka. Couldn't get to the ball, and Ilievsky kicks it upfield. O'Hara in the neutral zone for Erhard Kapp, 7:15 to go. First quarter, it's a 1-0 Spirit lead up for Alberto. Great ball handling skills. Luis stops at the red line, gets the crowd turned on. Plays it near side boards for Sibby's, back out for Erhard Kapp. He'll hold it. Kapp sending it up the board. Sibby's got a piece, sending it in wide. Nobody at the far post. Picked up in the right corner by Kapka. Plays it in. Hulser blocks that, bangs it off the glass to the right point, and now beyond the right point area. All the way back, neutral zone, Spirit side, and O'Hara will send it back to Peter Malvik, and the Spirit start from deep in their own zone, leading 1-0.
That's smart soccer. You can't penetrate, bring it back, start again, force the St. Louis defense to come out, and that's what they're doing.
Here's a lead pass, Vosmeyer to O'Hara. Johnny chips it into the corner for Sibby's, and he had not much to do with it except boot that one out of play as he did right there.
He had a little bit more time. He could have controlled the ball and then played the ball in. He thought he was under pressure, but there was more time to it.
A reminder that the Spirit are in Wichita on Sunday. That's a TV game over KDK television. As St. Louis now will march downfield. McKenzie, guilty of a foul, riding Mike O'Mara. And they want to bring the ball back to about 55 feet away from goal. Durant putting it in play. Off the boards, Rose. Malvik will smother that one. That game on Sunday against Wichita, 3:35 start Pittsburgh time. We have a time difference in Wichita, and that game is a benefit for the Easter Seals, so we not only hope that you watch, but make a pledge as well. You get all the details on Sunday when you watch Spirit Soccer on KDK TV2. Here's Peter Malvik, chipping it way up. A header. Hagen hit the crossbar. Boy, did St. Louis fall asleep on that one as it's cleared back upfield.
And Jesse came out, which left a lot of room open, and unfortunately, though, it hit the bar.
Here's Hagen to Drago, but he shot it off the glass, headed back in, and Ilievsky will come up with that one. Well, this line has been putting a lot of pressure on. They've scored the one goal, but they've had other chances as well. And they have St. Louis a bit confused.
That's right. Pittsburgh could have had 2 or 3 goals already. Hit the crossbar twice.
Marr leading Hagen. Open man, Drago right side. Getting it off his right foot, bangs it off the glass. No trailer to the near side. Now Marr comes in after it, but he pushed off. I'll tell you, had that ball been a little bit lower and Drago had it on a volley, that one at goal.
Again, the attack developed too fast for the defenders to come forward, get into proper position, and the other attackers were already at the doorstep, and the ball came back too far.
That's a good point. That's why there was no trailer. The only trailer could have been Kevin Marr, and he did get there, but a wee bit late. 5:17 to go, and Ilievsky already up at his red line. Playing it into Pesa off his head. Marr trying to settle it down. He and Malvik had a communications gap. Play it upfield and now kicked away, and St. Louis will go back for it. There was a communications gap. It's better English. I think Kevin wasn't sure which way Peter was going and vice versa, and they almost lost the ball in the corner. Here's Rose now turning it back. Left wing side. Walters off the glass. It's knocked down by Bob Vosmeyer in the box. He brings it out. Bobby for Drago Dembovik. Right back for Vosmeyer. If he wins this ball, now he does. Oh, and they call a foul on Vosmeyer on Durant. And that would have been a 3-on-2 break with possibly Drago getting the jet side and going forward.
And Drago is hot, which it seems to be tonight. There's a good opportunity for Pittsburgh to score again. Ball
played into the far corner now by St. Louis. Steamers battle for it, but Marr wins it over Pesa. Plays it back to Peter Malvik. A 1-0 Spirit lead, 4:33 to play. First quarter. Ball played up to Hagen, just made it over 3 lines.
Red line.
Hagen trying to come in a little bit too. I think he saw that one coming.
Spirit.
I don't think he didn't think it was 3 lines. It was close.
The ball was a little bit too high. He had to take it with his chest, and he just caught it at the red line. Gino DiPolito made the call.
Yes. Off the boards now. Tim Walters plays it in. Broken up. Malvik with a good kick upfield to the near side. Hagen broken up by Rose. There's a foul there on Carl Rose. And it's a free kick for Pittsburgh with 4:20 to go. That foul is a push on Rose. 4:20 left. That's in the first quarter of play. Spirit lead 1-0. They've outshot St. Louis 4-1, but that's no indication because they've had at least 3 shots that could have been in that found their way off goalposts, never to go in.
And St. Louis seems to be working on the boards. The scouting report on Peter Malvik early in the season was that he was weak on the board, but he's certainly come on strong.
Here's Peter, bringing it up to the midfield line. Sending it into the near boards area for Dave Hagen. Hagen for Drago, right back for Hagen. They tried a quick give and go, not a good pass. Drago in there working to get the ball back from Durand, but Durand is steady and he plays it back to Ilyievsky. He punts it upfield again. The only keeper in the league to punt that ball upfield. Now it's played up for Drago to move it. Oh, and a great sliding tackle by Rose, or Drago could have had a break from 60 feet and gone in.
And that's the only thing Rose could have done there because Drago was on the way to the cleaners.
Here's Walters now cutting it into the box. Alberto breaks it up for Drago Dumbovic. Drago plays it for Dave Hagen. Hagen holding it, now plays it further back to O'Hara, now to the goalkeeper Malvik. Peter wandering from goal, taking a chance with Payson closing him down. Up for Alberto, back for John O'Hara at the red line of Pittsburgh as the Spirit moving right to left. On the near side, Kapka. Lead pass on the right wing. They wanted O'Hara, but it's broken up. Johnny reads the play coming back and comes back to play defense. Pace along the boards, broken up by the Big Z. Kapka holding it there in traffic, gives it up for O'Hara. And John will hold on with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Spirit lead at 1-0, lead ball Alberto. Into the offensive zone. Luis broken up by Neil Cohen. And it's played back to Ilyievsky. The reason he punched that ball instead of throwing it, he hurt his arm this year. And he has a fear that maybe he can do some serious damage to it. So at least for the rest of this year, he says he'll be punting that ball. That's usually what you'll see in outdoor soccer. Alberto now getting it back to Pittsburgh into transition. Trying to leave, Kapka almost sprung him. Keogh now coming back for St. Louis. Ty Keogh moving it upfield. Keogh with a shot, never gets there. Ebert scrambling around. Broken up by Sibbies. Ian pulls the ball back, lost it. We'll get it right back. For O'Hara on the left wing boards area for Kapka, broken up by Neil Cohen. Now Alberto runs into O'Hara, but got the ball back for Pittsburgh. Johnny holding it, 2:12 to go. First quarter, 1-0 Spirit lead. O'Hara from the midfield line. Works it for Sibbies. Ian tackled down, and the hard tackle they called for the advantage. Pittsburgh will play on. O'Hara with it as Alberto was hit by Ricky Davis. Luis was stunned a bit along the near boards. Now he's back into the play. It's played over to Erhard Kapp. Topolsky missing the shift. He is on the Spirit bench. Looks like he's being retaped. Here's Peter Malvik up over the red line. His own. Now not being pressured, so he's going to take it to midfield. Holding it. Chipping it ahead. Headed down, though, by Neil Cohen. Luis Alberto back for it. Plays it all the way back to Peter Malvik. A minute and a half left. Peter takes it up the right wing. Ebert chasing him from behind. Malvik will kick it upfield. Headed up. I thought it may have hit the scoreboard. No, Malvik heads it upfield. Well, here comes St. Louis trying to come back. O'Hara will win the ball right along the near boards, and now it goes out of play. We'll take it to a break. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Indirect kick, St. Louis.
And as we're back, it's a 1-0 Spirit lead, a minute 12 to go in the first quarter. Free kick for Ricky Davis at St. Louis, about 37 feet out. Headed down by Erhard Kapp, their former teammates with the Cosmos. Cities in the near boards for Alberto, bumped by Bellinger. Luis on the right side for Kapp, broken up. Erhard, nice tackle as he wins the ball back for Alberto. The game's starting to get a little rougher out there, too.
Well, it's a close marking, and the next goal is very important, even though it's early in the game. But Pittsburgh's been dominating so far.
O'Hara leads Kapp the right wing. A shot in and out. The goal line never went on. and the official says, okay, that's good enough for me. Keep going. I thought it hit the inside of the goalpost and came out.
You're exactly right. It did, but it was hit so hard, it came out so quickly, I don't think anyone had time to react.
Here's Kapka coming back with Sibbies. Back for Ian, right wing. Slovo is out, broken up. Hulser blocked by Alberto, and now it's headed back out. A real smart play by Larry Hulser, down to 25 seconds. Up for Ebert. Somebody's got to pick up the trailer, who was Bick. Ebert now cuts it back to Bick at the edge of the box. A shot wide and high. Alberto will lift it up. 15 seconds to play in the quarter for Sibbies. Lead pass for Kapka, headed down by Cohen at the midfield line. Duran with 8 seconds left. Into the offensive zone. Cuts it left wing. Sammy Bick, one shot. Blocked by Mavlik at the short side. O'Hara battling forward. A whistle with a second left. That's Pittsburgh's ball, so as soon as O'Hara touches it.
Direct kick.
And Mavlik will carry it out.
And St. Louis again in a very tight man-to-man marking all over the floor.
Peter, as soon as he got over the red line, cleared it upfield for Dumbovic. And there's a foul called on Dumbovic. St. Louis, I think, is going to want to pay special attention if they can to Drago. Here come the Steamers. Keogh up off the boards. Playing it in. Walters wants to turn. McKenzie won't let him get a good shot away. I thought there'd be a dangerous play call, but there is none. Unless I missed a play-on signal. Ball played up now for Hagen. Chipped back by Rose into the offensive zone, but Vosmeyer whacks it out. Pacer controlling it, bringing it back in, but got an easy shot in at Peter Mavlik, who makes an easy play and leaves it for Kevin Marr up the left wing. Looking for Dumbovic. Drago let it go by him. Here's Ilievsky way out. Clearing it upfield. Vosmeyer tried to settle it down. Had to make a quick play on it because he knew the goalkeeper was out. Now it's Hagen with help from Vosmeyer in the left wing corner. Dave Hagen holding it. Fakes a reverse pass. Still with it, battling. Plays it out to Kevin Marr at the far side point. Moves it into Dumbovic. Broken up. Pacer settling it down for Carl Rose. Still a 1-0 Spirit lead. 13:47 to play. Second quarter has just begun. Sammy Bick with the ball. On the right wing side, he'll cross the midfield line. Now up for Pacer. For Keogh breaking in. Mavlik coming out. Shot in off the boards and wide. McKenzie moving it back upfield for Hagen. Quick cut on the ball to Vosmeyer. Bobby with a great play to come back. Hagen. Left side to Marr into the offensive attack. Looking back for Hagen, but Ilievsky just slams it out. It goes out of play. We take it to a break. 1-0 Pittsburgh on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Kicking. Spirit. On Sunday, April 1st, the Spirit take on the Wichita Wings in a televised game on KDKA TV2. The game will highlight a special benefit to the Easter Seals Society. Stop by the group sales information booth next to Gate 1 and make your Easter Seals donation. A group sales representative will be there at the head.
Free kick coming up for the Pittsburgh Spirit from the far wing side boards. Earhart Cap on defense with John O'Hara. Topolsky on the bench. Apparently did hurt himself. He limped off the field under his own power. But right now, John Kowalski keeping Adam on that bench area. Preferring, at least at this point, not to take any chances. Cap playing it over the near side. This is O'Hara. I hear a score that Pittsburgh's going to like. New York leads Cleveland 3-0 in the first quarter in New York. Baltimore is playing in Los Angeles tonight. Some big games in the Major Indoor Soccer League this evening. Mavlik up all the way to the midfield line. His club leading 1-0. He's up to the red line of St. Louis. No pressure on him. Now he gives it up to Earhart Cap. Cap playing it back to Peter Mavlik. Now the pressure's coming. Here's O'Mara. Mavlik has to get rid of it. Now for O'Hara from Cap at the midfield line. For Kapka coming back to help out. Now it's O'Hara. Boy, is St. Louis playing a tight man-to-man, and they're trying to force Pittsburgh into a bad pass.
High pressure all over the floor.
Sibby's called for the foul, and it's going to be Pittsburgh, or I'm sorry, St. Louis ball. How about that score? 3-0 New York.
Direct kick, St. Louis.
They're, of course, looking for that fourth playoff spot, trying to get into the national playoffs.
Sibby's had his shoe kicked out from under by Neil Cohen. It was just a foul, but Sibby's is clutching the back of his left leg, and he's been hurt. So Jim Kittleberger, who was feeling about as badly as some of the players who had flu symptoms, is out there tending to Ian Sibby's. We will take it to another break while we have the opportunity. It's a 1-0 Spirit lead. Left wing side, Earhart Cap played it back to O'Hara. Quickly he has to pass it up. He turned a bad pass into at least a decent situation for Pittsburgh. Here's Bellinger, though, getting it back to the Steamers. On the right side, Neil Cohen with it. Far boards pass, Cap blocks it, and did he push? Or did it go out? No, he pushed.
Pushing Spirit, direct hit, St. Louis.
So he's going to be called for those things.
He made a nice play there, intercepting a feed, and played back to Peter Moblik. He read that pass well. Cap moving it back now to Moblik. And Peter has the only assist and the only goal scored tonight. Brings it out. Played it off Cap's head. And now it comes back. Moblik, way out of goal, will kick it upfield. He'll do that one over 3 lines purposely, Bruno. New York 3, Cleveland 1, so they've gotten a goal. Up on the right wing side. Kapka looking for it. Broken up, though. Here's Bellinger. He'll turn it back inside for St. Louis. No shots at all this quarter. Bellinger with this one. Stopped by Moblik. A turnaround goal. And they're going to wave it off. Was it a dangerous play or a handball on the wall?
Handling St. Louis.
Boy, I'd like to see that again. Did you see it originally?
I did. The ball bounced up. If Peter Moblik came out, made the save with his hand, the ball bounced up and then hit O'Mara in the hand, and Gino DiPolito had a good managed for foul.
I thought it was Moblik's hand that he hit. I'd really like to see that again. St. Louis doesn't do much arguing. Alberto was dumped by O'Mara, and I got to call that a frustration foul more than anything else.
I'm sure it is. You know, I mean, he just put the ball in the back of the net and he was denied the goal, so he's going to release his frustration on the play and field.
All right, here comes Luis from John O'Hara. Sending it in for Paul Child. Back to the point area for Earhart Cap. Back to O'Hara, now up for Child. It's deflected high into there in midfield. O'Hara heading it, but it's knocked down by Cacciatore. He lost it. O'Hara turning it back for Kapka, broken up by Cohen. And they're going to call that, I think, a dangerous play. Cohen looked like he showed his cleats in coming up for that ball. So it's Pittsburgh ball with a free kick. Child with it from Luis Alberto. 10:55 left second quarter. It's a 1-0 Spirit lead. Intercepted by Cohen. Child fights to get it back and does for Cap. Toes it in for Child. Couldn't get a good shot away as Ilieski comes up with it. Child a little bit upset at the official, Don MISL, or Dave MISL, for getting in the way. Ball cleared back downfield. O'Hara picks it up at the Spirit red line. A 1-0 Pittsburgh lead. Dumbovic with the only goal of the game to this point. It's played back to Peter Moblik. Quick right-footed pass ahead. Here's Cap with all kinds of room. He'll take it into the offensive zone on the run. Carpet line rush. He'll let it go. Save. Ilieski rebound. Kicked high into the air by Kapka. He and Slovo go for it. Ilieski heads it out. Alberto flicks it back the other way to win ball possession for Pittsburgh, even though it's back inside their own red line.
It's, of course, very important to have the ball rather than chase it. Pittsburgh's quite good at that.
There's Cap playing it up for Kapka. Cap had gotten off a nice shot at Ilieski, and I say nice, it was right on goal, but Ilieski couldn't hold on to it. Pittsburgh just couldn't pounce on that rebound. Now it is Ebert trying to turn it inside against Dave McKenzie in the near wing. Ebert plays it in, but Dumbovic takes it away. Drago motoring over midfield. Into the offensive zone. Toes in the right wing for Hagen. Davey holds it. There's an open man, Bosmeyer, but the ball never got there. It was intercepted by Ricky Davis. Good intention, but not a good pass.
That's right. It took too long in developing. By the time the ball came across, Davis got the angle down and
St. Louis.
Ty Keogh will have a free kick. Coming up at the Spirit red line. 9:35 to go. Second quarter, it's a 1-0 Spirit lead. Here's Ricky Davis now on the right side. It's played in for Ebert, broken up by McKenzie. Up on the left wing for Drago. Dumbovic holding it. Still with it. Back heels it for Kevin Marr. Now for Bobby Vosmeyer. Played up for Dumbovic at the midfield line. Toes it away for Marr. Now Drago gets it free along the far boards. Dances to the inside. Into the offensive zone against Rose. Cuts, gets around him. Takes a shot. Wide. Rebound. Hagen. Score! Graham Hagen with some great work from Dumbovic. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Having a big game tonight. He cut wide and Rose, and I'll tell you, if he could have regained his balance earlier, I don't think Ilieski would have been able to stop him. And now we see for the first time tonight Marcio Leite being used out there. John Kowalski wanted to get him in there because Marcio will probably play on the power play if Pittsburgh gets that opportunity, and he doesn't want to use him cold. So So Drago does get the assist at 5:51 and Hagen's 29th goal of the year as Bosmeyer fouls as we come back to live action with 9 minutes to go. Second quarter action. It is McKenzie and Mara defensively. Leite with Bosmeyer and Child. Keogh off his own free kick. Got it back off a deflection. It's cleared downfield. You may see Slobo come out a little bit more. He's out near midfield now, but that's only because he had to get the ball. But he may get more involved with the offense. Here's Bick. Right wing boards for Pesa. Knocked it down, and he just missed getting it into the far corner. That was a nice ball that Pesa sent down. Keogh now broken up. Walters tries. Leite. Good ball-winning ability by Marcio. Passes it for Child, and then Marcio heads for the net. Child never saw him. He was in the midst of passing it back to McKenzie. That was a bad break. Here's Mack. Off the boards. Gets his own ball. Good hustle. McKenzie left wing. Sends it in for Child. Rose says no. Kicked away. Up for Pesa. He's got to do it by himself. Now he gets some support. Gets a pass out for Keogh up over the midfield line. St. Louis attacking right to left this quarter. They trail now 2-0. Keogh with a wicked drive, and it's knocked down by Peter Mavlik. And he'll just boot it to Dave McKenzie. That goal by his 29th of the year, as we mentioned, at 5:51 of the second quarter. Zambovic assisting on it. So Drago with a goal and an assist. Here's Leite, and a stop play on the foul. This one, Marcio looked like he was set to regain composure, but that ball was enough in front of him, I think, for the referees to stop it.
Tripping
He's so strong on the ball that the only way you can knock him off is almost to foul him.
7:54 to play, second quarter. Spirit leading it. 2-0. Shots on goal show 6-6. In the right wing, here's Earhart Cap from Mavlik. Earhart trying to pass it, broken up. Pesa trying to come back, or make it Bellinger, broken up by Cap. Now it is O'Hara to Alberto. Luis doing a good job of ball handling. Up for Child, out the ball, picked up the other way. Duncan McEwen, good ball won there by O'Hara. Now St. Louis will get it back, but Johnny stopped a potential St. Louis attack. Here comes Bellinger, right back for St. Louis. Flick comes back to him. Alberto cuts it off before it goes into trouble. But now St. Louis winning it back. Bellinger will score from a very difficult angle on the far side. And you had a communications gap back there between Alberto, O'Hara, and Mavlik, going to cost the Spirit.
Well, the ball is ricocheted in the far corner of the boards there, and a little confusion on Pittsburgh defense. And as the ball, as you said, from a very difficult angle, just hit underneath the crossbar and trickled in the far net.
And you know what? That's a bad goal for Pittsburgh to give up because they've been playing so well. Luis tried to clear it out, and he lost it. And then as he tried to regain it, it was touched once by Cacciatore to Bellinger. And Bellinger will get the goal at 7:44. The assist goes to Jeff Cacciatore.
Right, and as the ball was off, Peter Mavlik was quite ready to
The assist to number 12, Jeff Cacciatore. Time to go to shoulder 44.
Good to see Sibby's back on after missing the last shot. Kafka working it in deep. Broken up by Cohen. Kept alive by O'Hara. Make it Earhart Cap on the far side. O'Hara playing to the near side. All the way back into the corner. Near wing for O'Mara. Broken up. O'Mara sends it back in for McEwen. Read by Sibby's, but now McEwen with another whack, and O'Hara has to block that. And Mavlik comes up with a foul on St. Louis. If O'Hara gets credit with that block, he's got more blocks this year than he had all of last year. That should be for Johnny his 74th block shot. He had, as I recall, 73 for the entire season last year. And it was a good year last year for Johnny. Here's Peter Mavlik up to the red line. It's 2-1 now, but Pittsburgh's still leading it. Shots on goal, 8 for St. Louis, 6 for Pittsburgh, but it's a misleading stat tonight. As shots on goal can be on other nights. St. Louis getting the ball, winning it back from Sibby's. Played upfield, O'Hara blocks it, then stumbled. St. Louis will get it back. O'Mara on the left wing. Alberto plays him tough and wins the ball away for O'Hara. Knocked upfield on the near side for Kapka, double team. St. Louis, O'Mara got it back, and then it goes all the way back to Peter Mavlik. Mavlik on the left wing side now for Earhart Cap. 5:55 to go before halftime. Earhart at the midfield line. Lead pass off the boards for Kapka as he wants to turn. Passes it, blocked by number 7, Durand. It comes back to Kapka, and there was a handball called on Z.
That was a good opportunity for Pittsburgh because Luis Alberto was coming into the box. It was wide open, but Durand just got in the way of the pass, intercepted it, and St. Louis has the ball.
Here's Durand coming back in the attack. 5:42 to play. Second quarter, 2-1. Pittsburgh leading it. Bosmeyer with help from Sibby's comes back. Over to Ian on the right wing side. Civies gets it off Carl Rose, cuts in deep. Civies off the boards. Vossmeyer just shot it too high. Got up a little bit, seemed underneath the ball. Too much. And lifted it over top. Nice setup, though. Nice feed from Civies.
It certainly was. Off the boards, but Vossmeyer came in too fast, and the ball came back too fast, and the ball went up in the air.
Here's Bick playing it into the box area. Durand gets free. Save Mavlik. Rebound out to Davis. And it hit Bobby Vossmeyer. Luckily, not in the hand. Vossmeyer moves it out on the left wing. I think they hit Bobby on the right shoulder. Lead ball now for Hagen. Bielievsky's out. He tackles the ball, and Hagen. No, they say play on because he got the ball first. I was watching that one. I think that's a good call. He may have tripped up Hagen, but he got the ball first.
The ball was ahead of Hagen, and Bielievsky read it, came out very quickly, came out sliding tackle, and Hagen went over his feet, but Bielievsky got the ball first.
Here's Ebert shooting it, blocked by Peter Mavlik. Ebert sends it out for Cohen. So good call, you say?
That's right.
I thought so. I was looking around, though, because I heard the roar of the crowd. But there was no card pulled out. Now we've got a foul on Pittsburgh. Free kick for St. Louis. And
Spirit direct kick.
In a very physical game, both teams going all out to show supremacy here. And the referees are taking control of the game early.
Bielievsky made a great play when he cut down Hagen, but like I say, I thought he got the ball first, and then Hagen went basically over Bielievsky. Now, if Slovo misses the ball, not only is that a penalty, but that might be a shootout situation, a shootout goal, because it was you against the goalkeeper, and he cut you down. Here's Davis now with a turnaround. Great save, but a score and a rebound. Ebert, right place, right time. Ricky Davis will assist off those sub-plays, Bruno.
Again, Ricky Davis, right, just receiving the ball, turning and firing with his left foot. Peter Mavlik made the save on the low side, got his hand back to the goal. Which he did. And Mavlik made the save initially, but then Ebert was at the doorstep.
All right, here's Bellinger as we're back to the live action. Daniil Cohen up for Ty Keogh. Keogh will bring it up to the midfield line. Plays it in for Diego Pesa. Pesa now moving it back. Cohen holding it. Right side it goes. Bellinger at the red line of Pittsburgh, marked by Dave Hagen. Bellinger now back to Keogh in the neutral zone. Plays it up for Diego Pesa, blocked by Dave Hagen. Hagen goes for it with Bellinger. Bellinger wins it in. This is Pesa with a move in for Walters. He made a nice turnaround attempt, but Cap stopped him. There's a foul somewhere. Cap is down. He drew the foul on Walters.
Dangerous play.
More of a retaliation by Walters because Cap went in on
direct kick.
Dangerous play.
Spirit. Pressure.
Vossmeyer putting it in for John O'Hara. You've got Hagen, Dembovic, and Vossmeyer. Playing it up front, Cap and O'Hara the defenders. John O'Hara up over the red line in the neutral zone. Pittsburgh side to Earhart, Cap, and sent all the way back to Peter Mavlik. And here comes Peter. With a little bit of room, St. Louis, for the entire first half, very strong man-to-man defense against Pittsburgh, and it's been physical. Lead pass by Mavlik, left wing boards to Hagen, wanting to turn it inside. Good effort from Hagen, out for Earhart, Cap. Earhart fakes, he's in trouble in the corner, comes out for Vossmeyer, back for Earhart, Cap at the left point, now into the neutral zone for O'Hara. A 2-2 tie, Pittsburgh and St. Louis, near side boards for Dembovic. Watched by Neil Cohen. Now out for O'Hara. Johnny in the neutral zone. Plays it back to Peter Mavlik. O'Hara tightly marked by Ty Keogh. And now Mavlik will come out and try to isolate somebody, get some movement out there. Maybe somebody will get open. People will try to hit him. He's up over the midfield line. Now plays the left wing boards for Earhart, Cap. Back into the neutral zone for O'Hara. And right now Pittsburgh cannot penetrate the red line of St. Louis. It's been tough.
Man marking by St. Louis, not allowing any space behind the defense and closing off the passing lanes. Pittsburgh is forced to go back and use Peter Mavlik as the sixth attacker.
And here comes Peter, sending it on the left wing side to O'Hara, still inside the Pittsburgh red line. Now back to Mavlik. Spirit players trying to run upfield. We notice Earhart, Cap trying to create something. Right now Mavlik will leave it for O'Hara, neutral zone. Played up to the far side. Hagen. Now back it comes. Here comes Peter. Down to 2 minutes before halftime. Tied at 2. All twos on the board. Mavlik dumps it into the left corner. Bielievsky was out. Now he comes back toward the box. Off the boards. Hagen keeps it alive. It may have been a mistake by Slovo, and Hagen draws a foul.
Hagen read that very well.
Quickly into Dembovic, and he shot it off the glass. No one was ready for that. Out to McKenzie. Red line. to O'Hara. Now in for Hagen. He tried to play it in. Nobody was breaking it. And it's picked up now by Ilievsky. Slobo will toss it to the near side. Now to Tony Bellinger. Bellinger playing it upfield. This is Cacciatore knocking it back for Neil Cohen inside the St. Louis red line. Now neutral zone for Bellinger. Alberto knocks it down for Hagen. Quick transition. Demovic free on the left. The pass. Drago cutting in. Right-footed shot knocked Ilievsky down, but he made the save. Drago will get it back.
It was the right idea by Drago. Ilievsky went down early, and Drago tried to chip it over, but Ilievsky, good reflexes, got the ball up.
Here come the Steamers on the break with McEwen. Alberto wins it back. Down to a minute to go. McKenzie at the red line. Cuts it inside. Right wing. Plays it off the boards for Dumbovic. Drago back for McKenzie. Mac back for Dumbovic. Drago chips it far post. Nobody there. Now Hagen moves in, but Cohen will blast it out. A race for the ball. O'Hara. And O'Mara tackled him. Oh, they got to pull on a card. Just a holding. And that one, folks, I cannot believe. O'Mara got O'Hara's right shoulder by the jersey, yanked him down, and there's no penalty call. Well, I'll tell you what, that should have been a penalty no matter what. And you got to say Dave MISL doesn't let the home crowd intimidate him. Here's a pass in for Alberto. He's fouled by Bellinger, and a foul is called. I still can't believe the first one. I'm talking about a player being tackled, yanked down by the jersey. I mean, just a poor foul, a poor penalty, really. Dave Clements would have been upset at that one. Here's Marr shooting one, and that goes into the crowd. You know, you take a penalty, Bruno, and it's, you know, it's decent. You're trying to win the ball, and you just make a bad play. I don't think the coach can complain, but that would have been a real bad one.
Also in attendance tonight, group from the suburban Indian
There's no doubt it was a very flagrant foul.
University of Pittsburgh, Greensburg campus,
2 minutes.
Gateway Elementary School,
Dave MISL, the
Camp
referee.
Shining, and the Alcoa Employees Activities
Slobo on a kick
Association.
upfield, broken up. Now it's McKenzie. On the right wing side boards area. Kapka, the big Z in the corner, gets free. Broken up. Nice defense. Durant moves it on the left wing for Ricky Davis. It's behind him. Davis will get it back. Davis leads for Ebert. Behind the defense slightly. Shoots it off the boards off Moblic's back, but he recovered it. Good thing that didn't hit him hard in the back, or it could have caromed in. Here's Alberto on the left side, down to 5 seconds left. Up for Kapka. Got free for the moment. 4 seconds left, but the pass is broken up by Ricky Davis. May have saved at least a scoring opportunity as the horn sounds, ending the opening half of play. And at the end of the first half, it is Pittsburgh 2. I'll tell you what, Ebert really hit those boards hard.
Well, Ebert was coming down on near wing boards, one-on-one with Kevin Marr, and Marr did trip him up. And because the fact he was going in on goal, there was no one in between him and Peter Moblick. Taken down, the call is correct, and Kevin Marr is escorted into the penalty box. And St. Louis will
Spirit penalty to number 14,
only
Kevin
beef for that
Marr,
is
2
that
minutes.
they weren't
40.
given a call the other way, but I
Time of
wouldn't
the penalty,
criticize that
43
call.
seconds. Marr,
Because
2
Marr
minutes
did
40
get a trip on him
at
on the boards.
43 seconds. Man
You
advantage.
can hear it up here. All right, man advantage for the Steamers, and a quick Durant shot is saved by Pete Holland. That was a strong shot. Peter with a toss-up field for Child. Short-handed are the Spirit for the next two. Child in the corner near wing. Paul holding it. Pushed along the boards by Davis. He'll still maintain control over to McKenzie. Mack will come all the way back, and John O'Hara points in the right direction. McKenzie going there back to Mobley. Peter upfield for Vosmeyer off the boards, and Pittsburgh lost control of the ball.
There was a little miscommunication there with Dave McKenzie and Vosmeyer. Mack was playing more cautious. Vosmeyer thought he was going forward.
There's Ricky Davis in the corner. Even a shot right between Moblick's legs, but he slowed it down a bit and covered it. That shot was going right between them, and it just managed to catch enough of his leg to slow it down.
He sat on it and stopped the movement.
I think he got a good break there because that one was gone.
That's right.
Here's Durant now over the midfield line. 13:20 to go. Power play on for St. Louis. That's 13:20 in the third quarter. Near side Ebert. Blocked by O'Hara. He read it well and clears. St. Louis starting from the neutral zone. Durant right back on the left wing side. Diego Pesa holding it. Turned it back in. Child heads it down, but right to Durant. 60 feet away now, pushing it right wing. Ricky Davis holding it. A big shot. He scores. Ricky Davis with a wicked drive from about 50 feet out.
So I don't think Peter Mobley was expecting that. Davis, as you said, from 50 feet out, received the ball from Durant, and then he hit the ball with the outside of his right foot and actually bent the ball in. I think Peter was thinking was going wide, and it came around and got past the outstretched hands and just pinned into the inside of the post.
He may have been screened as well in front. Time of the goal is 2:01 of the third quarter. Davis with his 33rd of the year from Durand. And for Ricky Davis, let's check him out though in the power play. I believe that's number 6 for him there, right?
Ricky Davis is 33rd.
6th power play goal for Ricky Davis this year. So now Pittsburgh, for the first time tonight, finds themselves trailing, and Ostalchik is in the play. His first shift of the night. Malik now with it. The Polish connection out there. Topolsky is back on. Good to see out of back. Hopefully he's okay.
John is trying to put the passing lane out there because of that pressure. You don't want to hold on to the ball. You just want to move the ball and create passing opportunities.
Ostalchik to O'Hara, you'll force St. Louis to chase that ball, and if you can string some quick passes together, they'll be running around and get fatigued a bit.
It's going to be 1 touch and 2 touch though.
Here's Topolsky, give and go from Kapka. Adam with a shot, it's blocked. Settle down, loose in the box, out to Kapka, the drive, knocked Ilievsky down. Still loose in the box, and Slobo comes up with it, so the break's going St. Louis way right there. And Slobo with a punt upfield. O'Hara kicking that one down. Ostalchik running into Cacciatore, and now O'Hara takes the ball. Lead pass, Ostalchik. Kicked away by Keogh. Up on the right side, Cacciatore against O'Hara. Cacciatore trying to go wide. A shot on goal, but it's just wide of the net. He got a good shot away, and give him credit for that.
Give credit to John O'Hara, who forced him wide, and that gave him a poor angle to shoot on, plus it lost some of the power.
But he almost got it. That's why
right.
I give him credit, because O'Hara did force him wide. There's no question about that. Free kick. Pittsburgh putting it in play from the St. Louis bench right in front of it on the right wing. Topolsky into the offensive zone. Carrying it to the middle of the field. Over on the far side, Ostalchik back to O'Hara. Back for Greg. Neutral zone. Pittsburgh still trying to penetrate the offensive zone. Pittsburgh attacking right to left this quarter. Over to McKenzie. Mack is on for Topolsky. In the near corner. Cap off the boards, but right to Ilievsky. Slobo's up, and he's going to move it out. Here he comes. Over the red line. McKenzie kicked it away. Slobo's down, and he's out of goal. To Ostalchik. The net's empty. St. Louis trying to cover. In for Civics. Back for Ostalchik, and Ilievsky's there to McKenzie. Off of Ilievsky. It comes back in front and cleared out. Boy, is it helter-skelter. Over to Ostalchik. Faking it. Now to McKenzie. Over to O'Hara. 55-footer is blocked. Out to McKenzie. Low shot on goal. Kicked up by Cohen. Not out of play. I thought it was going that way. And I'll tell you what, Ilievsky, I didn't know it was that fast. Here comes O'Hara. Coming back. Passing it well. McKenzie scores! From John O'Hara, it's tied at 3. As well. McKenzie's goal is 13th of the year, and will also be his 29th point, breaking his best mark 3 years ago with the Hartford Hellions, which was 28. Ball cleared back down to Ilievsky. He was out of goal. He was trapped at the red line a few seconds earlier. And I'll tell you what, he ran in a goal with a passion. He got there in a hurry. Like I said, I didn't realize he was that fast, but when your net's empty, I guess it makes you go back in there a little bit faster. He was in there like a jet. Ball played up to Vosmeyer now. Pittsburgh, let's see what that goal does to them. It's done something to the crowd, which is another good one at the arena. Lead ball now, Marr coming in. His shot kicked out by Beck. That one was heading for goal with Ilievsky caught wandering. Here's McEwen. Broken up by McKenzie. Mack chasing it down. Rose in there battling. Child is free in the box, but Pittsburgh can't win the ball. Now they do. Hagen for Marr. Right back to Dave Hagen. He holds it. Hagen isolates Marr on the right wing side. Pittsburgh looking. Marr with a shot on goal. He just missed the near post. Not by much. Hagen keeps it alive. Foul on Rose. Free kick for Pittsburgh. Dave Hagen will put it in play. It's tied at 3. That last goal at 4:19. McKenzie's 13th from O'Hara. Topolsky will put it in play from the near wing. Plays it in the penalty arc for Marr off of Kevin. Headed out by St. Louis. Headed right back by Vosmeyer to the far boards.
All that tight marking by St. Louis now, they have to switch more into a zone simply because Pittsburgh is moving more and it's got St. Louis a little bit disorganized. Pittsburgh finding a few more opportunities at goal.
Topolsky pushing not really been physical tonight. And he's not retaliated. He's been pushed a couple times himself, and that's unlike Don Ebert that we've seen. He's usually mixing it in there. Up, I almost spoke too soon as he ran that Novlik, and Peter will roll it left side to Adam Topolsky. On the left wing, Hagen. Outside the box, a shot, scooped up, rebound, Child, broken up. Topolsky looks for it, now that's broken up. Here's Cohen, stolen by Topolsky. Brings it into the box. He's taken down. Play still moves on. Hagen keeps it alive. Ilievsky scrambles to get back in. Hagen off the boards, loose ball. Cohen looking to clear it, blocked by Topolsky, still loose in there. Cohen, I thought, touched it with his hand. He must have. And now they're pushing in the box.
It's Skelder, as you don't have up there. Both teams totally disorganized.
Didn't Cohen touch the ball with his hand?
It looked like it from up here, as he reached down in frustration almost. But both teams are out, and referee's trying to separate them.
Now, who knocked Topolsky out of the box? Are they saying he fell in his own?
Well, he and Ilievsky were going for it as the ball was trickling down.
And Ricky Davis picked it up. There was no decision made. That's Bobby's choice. I think that's the way it should be, but I got a feeling I'm going to be wrong. They've got a penalty on each player, on two players.
The ball was loose in the box, no doubt about that. Adam was trying to pass the ball over to Paul Child, who was on the right. Ilievsky came out, put pressure on them, and then just while on the floor, both teams just erupted.
All right, we'll let them sort it out. We'll take it to a break. 3-3, don't go away. We'll be back with more on the Spirit Soccer Network. That ball with his hand in the box?
He picked it up. Should have been a couple shots. Box, both teams trying to assert themselves.
Slobo Ilievsky will start things off, punting it upfield. Now for Ricky Davis. He and Hagen battle along the boards. O'Hara helps and steals. Johnny for Hagen. 2-on-1 with Child. Good ball back. Hagen to Child. Right back. He was trying for Hagen, I thought, but Ilievsky cut it off, and here he comes. Runs it upfield for Duran. Broken up by Vosmar. Slobo has to retreat. Duran did a nice job, but Vosmar steals and got a great shot away, but it's wide. Just to get it in motion. And Slobo handled the ball out of the box, didn't he?
The ball came off the board. Slobo was out of the box, and it looked like from here that his hands were out of the box as well. The fans were on Gino's case.
Right, and you're talking about Gino DiPolino. Quick pitch out. Two players collide. Now it goes loose. Shot wide. Duran shooting it wide as well. Davis and Duran both missing chances. Ball played into Duran, and that's wide. 4-on-4. Mavlik going down with Duran. Now it's played on the right wing for Child. Lost the ball to Beck. 7:43 to go. Third quarter tied at 3. Beck to Duran. Duran holding it. Still with it. Plays it out to Ricky Davis. Marked by Bobby Vosmar. Pittsburgh's going to maintain composure here because they're getting frustrated at the lack of calls made by the officials, and I can't blame them, but still, that doesn't help. Here's Davis trying to turn it back. Leaves it off. Here's Cohen. To Duran, broken up. Bobby Vosmar trying to get it. Now maintains possession and plays it smartly back to Mavlik.
That's a good point because St. Louis had total possession and was pressing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had to come up with possession of the ball. He was way too that to the keeper.
Here's Vosmar playing it up for Hagen. They try to knock it back. It's not a good enough pass, and it's taken away. A little bit too slow. Here's Pesa. Right side, picked out Vosmar. Bobby will settle it now. Chips it ahead on the right side. Wants Child. And that one just barely made it over the third line.
Red line
Too
violation.
ambitious for
Spirit.
Bobby Vosmar. We got the ball in their own defensive zone.
Indirect
Hold the
kick.
ball a little bit, put two passes together, and then move up as a unit.
6:52 remaining. Third quarter, 3-3. Dead even at the Civic Arena. Shot show 19 St. Louis, 14 for Pittsburgh. Slobo carrying it as he got it back on the feed. Brings it over the midfield line. Now players come out of the box, and I don't think Slobo was aware of that. They came right out. 5 attackers aside. Ball played into the far boards area by Pesa. Or to Pesa, but his shot went wide. St. Louis getting it back. Quick shot wide again by McEwen. Child will get it. Looks to lead. Right wing. Topolsky will run onto the ball. Trying to pass it too quickly for Hagen, who was behind the defense, and he didn't get enough on it. Nice idea, but not enough on the ball.
That's right. Hagen made a beautiful diagonal run, took the defenders away.
Topolsky tripped Bellinger, and he gets the call. Tripping on Topolsky. Another power play coming up for St. Louis. And as I said, Pittsburgh just cannot afford to get frustrated, even though the calls are going against them. It's 3-3. We'll be back for the power play on the Spirit Soccer Network. Back live in the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. It's a power play for St. Louis. They scored on their only other opportunity. Modlick will be up and throwing it. On the right side, he wanted Marr, but it's broken up. Headed by Pesa all the way to the near side, Ricky Davis. This could be a crucial situation for him on the power play.
Well, St. Louis scored on the first time they had a power play opportunity and gave them the lead at 3-2. Pittsburgh came back, tied it up, so it's very crucial for Pittsburgh.
Topolsky the penalty at 8:46 for tripping. It's played out now to Durant. Over on the far wing, Pesa trying to hook it in, broken up by McKenzie, and then Bosmeyer will clear. Vilievsky heads it down at the red line. Slobo moving it up for Durant. A 3-3 tie from the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. This is Pesa. 60-footer, that's wide of goal. Another shot by Ricky Davis hit his former teammate Erhard Kapp in the face. McKenzie over top Walters. Now a quick shot hit the top of the glass. Another shot Walters, that's wide. St. Louis wild and erratic with their shots, and Bosmeyer will clear it, and it lands in the first row of seats. St. Louis over the last 5 minutes, Bruno, looking more like the St. Louis Steamers in terms of shooting from all of these different angles and using those boards, which they were not doing in the first quarter.
They're just powering away, shooting from all angles, trying to get a ricochet deflection or a screen on Peter Modlick and goal.
Offensively, they've opened up. I think they were so concerned about defensively man-to-man marking and playing for an offensive break that they weren't doing that in the first quarter, but now they're getting chances. I mean, now, obviously, they'll get it in the power play, but even before that. 5:14 left. Third quarter tied at 3. Power play still on for 55 seconds. Durant right side to Davis in the right corner. Played down to Timmy Walters, and he sends it way upstairs. Got underneath that ball too much. And it'll be a goal kick for Pittsburgh with 50 seconds left to kill on the Topolsky penalty.
Ebert and Walters out there, they've got some firepower. They've done very well on the power play.
Peter Modlick on the goal kick, sending it upfield. Pittsburgh at the top of the league, among the leaders in terms of penalty killing. St. Louis just behind him. Here's Davis passing it. Great ball and a score to Timmy Walters, who was behind the defense, and Davis saw him.
It was a good pass by Davis. Again, heads up vision, a good diagonal pass from the near side boards to the far side boards. It split all 4 Pittsburgh defenders, and Modlick came out, May tried to make the save, came up short, the ball got behind him, Walters was there, and
St. Louis
was putting the ball into the open net, and St. Louis goes on top again.
And I'm going to put the whammy on Pittsburgh, too, right after what you're saying about them being among the leaders in penalty killing. So they've seen 2 St. Louis power play goals. Walters at 10:07, his 24th of the year from Davis. 4:50 to go, third quarter. St. Louis leads 4-3. Ostalchik with the ball. Playing it all the way back to Peter Modlick. Topolsky is back on. And O'Hara is in the Spirit dressing room. And everybody in the building hoping it's not serious. Modlick with the ball. Over the midfield line. Peter sending it in for Sibbies. Along the near boards. Rose on him. Ian Sibbies out about 40 feet. Plays it to the neutral zone for Erhard Kapp. Erhard turning it inside the line. 40 feet out. Lets the shot go. Stopped at the short side by Slovo. Kapp going in after it in tough. And now Pittsburgh missing on chances. Now finally Kapp will keep it alive in the neutral zone. Topolsky. Quick turn in for Kapp. Erhard for Ostalchik. Greg right back to Erhard Kapp. Sibbies wide open on the right side. Nobody sees him. Now it'll go in towards Sibbies, but it's broken up. Ostalchik. Korean Sibbies. His shot blocked by St. Louis, and Bick will get it. Taken away by Ostalchik. Greg, nice move. Try to play it in. It's deflected by Rose. May have saved the goal there. Off the boards. St. Louis finally gets it. McEwen. Lead pass behind the defense is O'Mara. Kapp trying to outrun him and gets there. O'Mara's shot. Broken up by Modlick, who swats it to the near wing. And we've got a foul anyway on St. Louis, who lead 4-3.
Jumping St. Louis.
Have the ball.
Kick. Spirit.
Here come the Spirit. Attacking right to left. Pittsburgh on the ball. Topolsky. Inside his own red line for Ostalchik at the red line. Right back to Peter Modlick. Modlick holding it. And now coming upfield, advancing to the Spirit red line, being pressured by Pesa. Peter chips it in for Kapka. Gets it in the box. He's going to turn with the left foot if he can. Now he can't do it. Broken up and it's cleared out.
Owen did an excellent defensive play there. Not allowed Kapka to turn.
And that's a tough thing to do. Topolsky now all the way to the near boards in the reverse pass to Erhard Kapp. Kapp playing it in for Ian Sibbies. One in the back heel. It's broken up by Vick. Ian with it on his right foot. To Kapka, back for Ian, saved. Slow ball. Back into the box for Kapka. Whacked away from him. Sibbies in the corner. Broken up. Here's Z holding it. Kapka waiting. Now gives it to Ostalchik. Greg turns. Gives it to Kapp. His shot blocked. Erhard again. Left-footed drive, and it was blocked as well. Pesa will move it out up to the right wing. Coming down is Walters. Kapp with a great recovery run because he was the last guy to come out of the zone.
A lot of pressure here now by Pittsburgh, but they're unable to get that clear shot on goal as St. Louis is dropping back and flooding the penalty area.
Here comes Ostalchik, lead in the right to Topolsky. The pass blocked by Keogh. Keogh chipping it ahead for Pesa. Ostalchik trying to cut in there, broken up. Kevin Moore now running out there, trying to get to this ball with 2:12 to go. Third quarter, Spirit down by 1, 4-3. And Pittsburgh now trying to change up on the fly. Vossmeyer with Hagen and Child. Marr and McKenzie. Vossmeyer lets it go back down to McKenzie from Child. Mack at the red line, holding it. He has one of the Spirit goals tonight. Mack still with it, waits for Marr to run toward open space, now gives it to Kevin. Marr plays it back to McKenzie, neutral zone, back to Marr. Kevin trying to turn inside, and he does on pace. It beats him. Passing it into the box, and Vick will clear it out. McKenzie will chase it back. 1:40 to go. Third quarter. A 4-3 St. Louis lead. McKenzie all the way back to Peter Motley. And it will be Peter who will start the play. Crowd starting to get into it. Pittsburgh could use that.
St. Louis very tight man-to-man marking, and Pittsburgh showing a lot of patience and composure and offense.
Ball sliced back. Here's Malva got a goal, and it's going toward goal. Vossmeyer back to chase it. Ebert was crunched on that play. Malva got a piece of him. Here comes McKenzie over the midfield line. Back trying to outrun Durant. Mack pushing it in front for Child, broken up. He tried to head it while he was down. Loose ball, score! Dave Hagen! And there is nobody waving it on. I looked because the goalkeeper had it for a moment, and the way the breaks have been going against Pittsburgh, you almost expected no goal. Sammy Vick actually kicked the ball out of the goalkeeper's hand. Slobo had it. Vick, in trying to help him, kicked it just enough to nudge it by, and Dave Hagen, second goal of the game, 30th of the year. Paul Child, who tried to head it while he was down, makes a big play. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. It's tied at 4. On the replay, you could see that there was no way that Ilyievsky had a hold on it, but you never know. I looked at both officials.
Now, Paul Child was lying on his back. The ball came to him. He just simply had it. I'm guessing he was down, reached up to grab the ball, came down and hit his elbow on the floor, and the ball popped out, and trying to retrieve it, Hagen was there and just punched him out.
Yeah. There was definite contact with the turf. But on that replay, Vick is the guy that kicked it right out of him.
Correct kick.
A little bit of panic there in the defensive zone because, again, action hot and heavy here in the final minutes of the third quarter.
In all honesty, I think when Slobo slammed that down, he had full possession, would have been able to smother that ball, but Vick got a foot on it. Here's a free kick. Topolsky leaves it for Kapka. The drive blocked, and Adam has to run back to get it. In the neutral zone, back to Peter Motley. Down to a half minute to go in the quarter. What a game it has been. Tied at 4. Erhard Kapp. Back to Peter Motley. Over the Spirit red line. 20 seconds left. Peter leads it for Sibbies. Ian knocking it down for Erhard Kapp. Left-footed drive, missing the far post. Here's Kapka with 12 seconds left in a corner. Trying to play it out. There was a whistle and a foul holding on St. Louis.
This could be an interesting play. 10 seconds left, and it'll be like a corner kick.
Ostalchik with his friend Topolsky. A drive at the goalpost. Here's Kapka keeping it for Sibbies. He can't turn. Kapka looking with 4 seconds left. And a handball, I believe, is what's going to be called. At least that's what Slobodievsky called. Yeah, handball. With 3 seconds left. I'll tell you, you knew that Ostalchik wanted Topolsky on that set play, and I think everyone in the building read it, but it was a great shot and almost beat Bilievsky.
Pittsburgh play from the corner there, trying to get
at the end of 3 quarters.
And as St. Louis puts it in play, here's the Hornets tied at 4, back with the 4th and final deciding quarter in just a moment on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Correction on the 4th St. Louis goal. Give the goal to number...
Tie.
Bobby Vosmar is the acting captain now for Johnny Hart.
That's probably what they were discussing down at the center spot. Quick whistle and a foul as Kapka and Cohen were battling along the boards, and they called that one on Cohen. 4th quarter has been Pittsburgh's quarter this year, 67 goals to 50 for the opposition, but lately it has not been.
That's right.
Last 3 games it has not been theirs. Topolsky shooting it off the boards. Kapka trying to get to it. Now Topolsky will head it down to Cap in the neutral zone, and Earhart wisely plays it back to Peter Mavlik. Mavlik bringing it upfield. Ahead on the left wing for Simmies, and that one went over 3 lines. That's about 4 or 5 of them tonight, although one of them I think Peter did deliberately to relieve pressure when he was caught out of goal.
Well, it's so tempting to see a one-on-one situation up there, and if you can get the ball within the 3 lines, you're on your way home, but many times put too much power behind it.
Bellinger gets the give and go, but it's blocked by Earhart. Cap. Walters in for Pesa, turns it into the box, turn-on shot, save! Mavlik may have been his best of the game. I think you'd have to call it his best of the game at this stage, tied at 4, and the next goal obviously very important.
A save like that can give a team confidence again.
Let's see if it does. On the right wing, it's passed into Simmies. He backheels it. Slobo lost it, and Simmies has it in! Slobo lost the ball!
Over his head, and the ball came off the glass. Slobo went out to punch it and missed it, and Simmies at 5'5" just dove and hit the ball with his head and hit it into the open net. Incredible goal.
That's going to be a lack of concentration on Slobo's part. He will just lose it. We get to see it in the replay. Actually went off his back heel, and as he jumped up and hit off the glass, it came out, and he had dove. Almost got Bellinger's foot in the face, and Simmies has now scored in 17 consecutive games.
His 31st of the season.
He missed time.
On the assist,
He was coming down. The ball was still in the air. The ball ricocheted off the glass. And Simmies, the opportunist that he is, was there and dove and hit the ball.
And Pittsburgh leads at 5-4. It's a fluke, but as they say, we'll take it. Bilievsky punts it upfield for Don Ebert. Headed by Duran to the far wing boards. Marr with it. Now we're seeing Ebert playing it rough. Off the boards for Ricky Davis. Wants the turn, plays it out to Duran. He cuts nice. Can't get a ball or a shot away, and it's cleared into the crowd off Dave McKenzie. Kick in for St. Louis.
It's a good defense by Dave McKenzie. Duran faked the shot and then went around.
Just 2 goals away
and hit the ball out.
Free kick to the far boards, a corner kick, in fact. Duran will be putting it in play. It's a 2-man wall set up in front of him to try and eliminate a ball going straight on Peter Mavlik. 13:41 left in the 4th quarter. It's 5-4 Spirit lead at 41 seconds of the 4th. Simmies from Kapka. So Pittsburgh has scored the last 2 goals after St. Louis had done the job, scoring once, let's see, 3 of 4 consecutive goals.
It's good to see Pittsburgh coming back because in the last 2 games they were not able to come back in the latter stages of the game.
Durant putting it in play quickly. Pesa one times it goes off the glass. A wicked drive though. Rose in the box for Ebert, headed in. Headed now out of the box by McKenzie. Pesa picks it up. Nice cut outside, and Marr gets a block on it. Off a deflection, it comes right out to Davis. Davis cutting well. Nice back heel. Ebert a shot right on Mavlik, and he stayed with it. Peter up and throwing it. On the right side for Hagen. Ilievsky way out. Off the boards. Charles going to win it. Sends it toward goal, but it's kicked out by Pesa right in the penalty arc area. Now Marr in for Child. Couldn't control. Rose can't either. To the near boards by the red line. McKenzie brought it in, but they had already whistled a foul.
Pushing St. Louis. Direct kick.
Going to time.
Spirit.
5-4 Spirit.
Pressure.
With 13:06 left in the fourth. Ball played in. Galeevsky heads it out. We've already got a contrasting dressing room report. McKenzie kicked along the near boards now for Hagen in the foul call. Now we hear O'Hara's out with a sprained right knee. First report said it was his left. I'll have to just tell you it's one of them. I don't know who's right. Here's McKenzie. On the free kick from the near boards. Off the boards, Duran will get it. Hopefully, though, it is not a serious sprain because Pittsburgh loses a lot when they lose John O'Hara, not just in terms of playing ability, but in on-field leadership, dressing room leadership, off-the-field leadership. Along the near wing boards now, it is Sammy Beck. St. Louis attacks right to left this quarter. Up for Carl Rose over the midfield line. Rose playing it in for Ricky Davis. Miscommunication, and Pittsburgh wins it back. Stolen though by Beck at the red line for Durant. Darryl Durant holding a child, marking him off the boards. It's loose. Everybody misses. Davis does them, but he shot it wide. Hagen will pick it up. Back from the Spirit on the attack left to right over midfield. Hagen into the offensive zone. Cuts with the ball. Now brings it toward the box. Still holds it on his right foot. Now left. Back to the right. Hagen times it to McKenzie. Mack holds on the left foot. A drive. Hit the crossbar. Left side. Hagen with it. Out to Earhart, cap of the red line. Trying to come inside. Broken up. Earhart follows through. Good hustle. Trying to win a ball against two Steamer defenders, but he pushed off. St. Louis with a free kick, and they take over. McKenzie knocks it away. He'll chase Durant. The intensity and a part of McKenzie right now. Child gets a piece of the ball at midfield, but it's St. Louis on the attack. On the fly, it's Bick into the offensive zone. Bick holding it. Taken away from him by Dave Hagen, and Hagen will turn it around and leaves it to McKenzie. Mack, bumped by McEwen as he cleared the ball. It should be a serious obstruction. McKenzie now goes down, but about 3 seconds after he was hit.
Pushing.
So I don't think he's going to get anything more on that.
Direct kick.
Pittsburgh away, so Pittsburgh from midfield.
With this break, it's 5-4 Pittsburgh. We'll be right back with more on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Two more.
We are back live. It's a 5-4 Spirit lead. Welcome back to the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz as Peter Mobler plays it up the field. To Ostalchik. He lifts it in the right wing. Topolsky off a header, but it's settled down by Cacciatore. Now on the far side, McEwen. Oh, what a nice move to get it away from Ostalchik. Upfield, pushed down. Captain pushed Bellinger down, and it's a foul. And that one
Spirit.
So I was looking at the
Direct
referees,
kick.
pull out that blue card.
Checking our USR at attack scoreboard.
Penalty, but it was not to be forcing for Pittsburgh.
Another one tackle move John Kowalski made when he put in Greg Ostalchik. It has gotten back something that was lacking in the first half. That pass up to the midfield of the quick distribution to an overlapping defender, which we did not see in the first half of play.
The passing, that one touch and two touch, which nullifies that tough man-to-man marking.
But Ostalchik does that well as a midfielder and has the timing down pat with the defenders overlapping. Here's O'Mara now bringing it to the left corner. And a whistle and a foul. Good thing because St. Louis had a man free to the right post. Foul on the Steamers.
So St. Louis is
Pushing St. Louis.
10:36 left, trying to equalize the score.
Kapka in for Sibbies. Ian holding it along the right wing board. Still with it. Ostalchik breaks for goal. Sibbies plays it. Neutral zone. Earhart Cap holding it. For Ostalchik. Nice give and go. Earhart right side. Gets a right-footed shot, but it's wide. Ostalchik tried to follow it up, so he had no chance at it. Now will come in late. Wins the ball, and he's tripped up. Foul on Cacciatore.
Pushing St. Louis. Direct kick.
Using good body position and showing the veteran that it is coming up with the ball.
John Kowalski rested him in the first half, and he's got a stronger Greg Ostalchik in the second half. Because Greg is one of those players that look tired to me. Kapka is another. Kevin Marr looked a bit tired to me. There were a lot of players the other night. Maybe I shouldn't single them out. It's certainly no sin to be tired, no disgrace, and it doesn't mean anything except it's just part of the long season.
Well, that was the fact that in the last 9 days, Pittsburgh has played 4 games.
Ton of games. And you're talking about guys that are making it all this time. Cat and physical games too, I should point out.
They don't have 2 runs.
Here's Kapka on their boards. Still a 5-4 Spirit lead. Ostalchik out to Earhart. Cap wants it on his left foot. Steers it far side to Topolsky. Out of in trouble. Sends it out. All the way back. This is Cap. Up for Ostalchik. Coming back. Topolsky runs it late. Coming in as a trailer. Greg fakes the feed. Now drops it off to Adam with a crank of a shot. It's broken up. Topolsky heads it down into the corner, and they call a foul, the officials. And rightly so, Topolsky was over the back of the Sabres player.
He didn't have body position, but went into and over the St. Louis defender, and that is jumping into a man. Direct kick for St. Louis.
Well, Topolsky's shot wasn't blocked by Jeff Cacciatore. I think that was going to go to the near post and beat Golievsky. Back live, Keogh. Up the near wing for Carl Rose. It's a 5-4 Spirit lead, 9.5 to play. Keogh stripped to the ball. Child turns Kapka back in. Z against Sammy Beck, holding it, waits for some help. Vossmeyer trails the play, comes in now to help out. Kapka being held, I mean really held, by Sammy Beck.
Holding St.
Went all over him.
Direct kick.
The referee just
Spirit.
Pittsburgh will have a direct kick.
Bobby Vossmeyer playing it out to McKenzie at the red line. Mack holding it, still with it, on his right foot. Spirit up by 1-5-4 for Kevin Marr. Kevin will play it all the way back to Peter Mavic as the Steamers started to come forward and try and get that ball.
Well, the Steamers are behind by one. They're going to have to come out of their defense and get the ball if they want to score. And Pittsburgh very clever in holding the ball and bringing it back.
Mavic passing it up for Vossmeyer, can't get to it. Steamers getting it. Vick on the right side for Ricky Davis. Davis holding it. Over on the left wing side, this is Keogh. Playing it in. Carl Rose looking. Outside the box, Ebert to Rose. He one-times it, but he sends it into the crowd. And it was deflected, though, off the Spirit player. I didn't see that deflection. It would be a corner kick coming out for St. Louis.
Corner kick.
It's a dangerous situation. Pittsburgh will have to concentrate here.
Once again, a reminder, the next Spirit game coming up April 6th.
Changes up with some fresh troops.
1,000 users under 18 will receive.
Cleveland Fly, 6-5. Off the set play, Pacer will drive it wide. Along the near wing boards. Played out to the neutral zone. Ricky Davis all the way back the other way. It'd be nice if Pittsburgh could win this and have Cleveland lose, and also Baltimore, LA could beat them there. Here's the ball played in. Mava can't find a handle on it. Durand can't, chipping it into the box. McKenzie whacks it out. Good defensive play by McKenzie. Vossmeyer lifts it ahead for Hagen. Dave Hagen with the brakes on, and Walters helped it. Now Durand takes it away. St. Louis countering with numbers, 4-on-3. Durand in the middle. Walters right. Ebert left. Davis a trailer. Durand shot. Mavlik scooped it up. No rebound. Good play by Peter Mavlik. And he rolls it right side for Kevin Marr, and back from the Spirit on the attack, left to right. Marr over midfield. Kevin with it on the left wing side. McKenzie holding it. Leads it for Marr, but it's broken up. Along the near wing. Vick holding it. Plays it up for Cacciatore. Now on the right side. Rose up off the boards. Broken up. Vossmeyer pushed. That's the foul.
Obstruction.
Obstruction, actually, is what they're going to call. All I saw was Ebert go down. And Vossmeyer.
Correction, pushing.
Indirect
Spirit.
about 10
Direct
feet
kick.
outside of the Pittsburgh
St.
penalty
Louis.
box.
Rose left it for Beck. A shot hit the top of the crossbar. Tough break for St. Louis, and now we've got a whistle. Sammy Beck may be carded. They got a penalty. I saw him push. I can't recall who it was. If they show it in the replay here, we'll see it. But Vick, I believe, pushed on Bobby Vossmeyer. I just don't recall who it was, but Gino Dizzolino saw it. He was trying to get back at the ball.
The ball was a pushing ball. And this will be a power play for
See if he can pick it up. After the shot was taken, the ball was going to come out. He pushed McKenzie.
2 minutes.
out of the way as the ball came back off the glass.
The reason we didn't catch it, it must have been a delayed penalty. Now, Pittsburgh, whose power play has not on it with Sibies, Kapka, Vossmeyer, and Topolsky. And Pittsburgh's power play, 30.7, and it's been going further down. Topolsky in the right wing to Sibies. Pittsburgh could use a big goal here. Over to Vossmeyer on the left side. Bobby, the acting captain in place of John O'Hara. Ball played back out to Vossmeyer. He captained the Sting last year of Chicago. And the Cities, far boards, back out to Vossmeyer. 7 minutes to play in the the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh leads 5-4, minute and a half in the power play. Spirit looking for their first shot for the man advantage. Topolsky near boards, Foxmeyer 65 feet out. Holding it, passing it outside the arc. Kapka toes it, Topolsky trying to pass it for Civi's broken up. Here's Kapka with it again. All the way out to the left point for Vosmeyer. In for Civi's. Back out to Vosmeyer, holding it. Bobby toes it right side to Topolsky. Adam trying to pass it through, broken up. I think if Pittsburgh has that shot, they got to shoot it. They really haven't had a good strike on goal. A minute to go in the power play. Civi's out to Vosmeyer. Bobby, right side, leads Adam. He's got to crank it. He does, and he almost scored on the far post. Leite's shot now misses the near side. Ilievsky just got enough of that ball. Topolsky's shot was right on. Here's Vosmeyer, left wing. Leite cutting. Puts the brakes on, falls down, and draws the foul on Cohen. Free kick quickly. And Leite will push it, put it in play. 6:06 left in the fourth quarter. Spirit up 5-4 and 41 seconds on the power play. A chance to put St. Louis down by 2. It's in for Kapka. Z holding it. Looking. Sending it out to Vosmeyer. 70 feet out. Bobby, left wing for Civi's. Back out to Vosmeyer. Bobby holds it. Fakes. To Topolsky right side. Adam drawing a crowd. Played into Kapka to the far post, but nobody there. Now Civi's will get it far corner. Ian, good reverse to Topolsky. Adam fakes. In deep for Kapka. Give and go. Adam will get it. Left foot a drive block. Leite, save. Rebound. Comes all the way out to the near boards for Kapka. Leite was robbed by Ilievsky. Out to Vosmeyer. 50 feet away. Bobby holds it. 7 seconds left. Pittsburgh's got to remember that man is coming out of the box. And they're going to come up empty in the power play as the ball is cleared back to Peter Malden. Here's Vosmeyer. Broken up by Bick, but he fouled him.
Pushing St.
Good
Louis.
opportunities there. They showed a lot of movement passing the ball, but were unable to come up with the goal.
And we'll see if it doesn't cost them. 5:15 to go, though, and the Spirit up by 1, 5-4. Vosmeyer from the right side. It's been a nice comeback, though, for Pittsburgh, because St. Louis got the momentum and control of the game, and Pittsburgh took it back. Mason coming back, broken up by Kapka. Topolsky will take over where Z left off. There's some good teamwork from the Polish connection there, and Kapka will bring it into the offensive zone for Civi's. Oh, he tried to turn, but Bellinger slowed him down. That would have been a nice turnaround play for Ian Civi's. Along the near side, Kapka dumping his man, and the foul is going to be called. We've got a St. Louis player down. We're going to take it to a break with a score. Pittsburgh 5, St. Louis 4. Back with more on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Tripping. Spirit. Direct kick.
Still one thing you need is an ID, station.
Pushing. Correction. Jumping at St. Louis. Indirect
And we're
kick.
back live in time to give you a quick station ID to allow our stations to identify themselves on the Spirit Soccer Network. Peter Mavlik with the ball across his own red line. Spirit leading at 5-4, 4:16 to go. And both coaches do have the right to call a timeout this half. John Kowalski called one in the first half, if you recall. None was called by Dave Clements. You're allowed one per half. If you don't use one in the second half, you are entitled to use that in overtime.
They may well
Direct
do it.
kick.
11
St.
seconds
Louis.
left. St. Louis down by 1. Pittsburgh they have 5.
The last time St. Louis trailed by 1 in a game here, you recall they pulled Slobo for an extra attacker. Here's Civi's now on the steal for Ostalchik. 3-on-2. Numerical advantage Pittsburgh. Here's Greg. The players chasing from the back. Stops. Try to pass it through. Broken up by Bick. Now Ostalchik blocks it anyway. For Kappa. Z trying to turn inside. Heads it down, but right to Ilievsky. Didn't get a good header away. Along the near boards, it's Walters blocked. Kevin Marr in there. Now Civi's comes in. And Marr. And Ostalchik. And Greg is tripped from behind by Peso. Wow. With 3:39 to play, the Spirit lead over the St. Louis Steamers 5-4.
Direct kick.
In a game that has had all the intensity of a playoff game.
Pressure.
Very much involved.
There's Kevin Marr now on the left side. Cutting. Looking for Ostalchik block. Kappa will take it. Back out to Marr. Over the far side, Ostalchik now back to McKenzie. Pittsburgh wants to maintain possession, eat up some of that clock, and have cost them chances for goals, but at the very least, kill some time. Here's Ostalchik. They don't want to get into a defensive shell. In front, Civics, save, rebound again. Can't shoot it. Wilievsky made his best save in a while. That one may have iced it if there's just such a thing as icing a win with 3 minutes to go by a 2-goal lead. Now Rose wanted to call a timeout, but he's got to play it back to his keeper. There's some confusion on that rule because they've changed it once since they made up the... He's given up 7 goals. Here come the Steamers attacking right to left. Hold on to your seats and your hats. We're at it again. Here comes Beck passing to Durant. Durant at the red line for Ricky Davis. Broken up by Marr and McKenzie. Here comes Kevin after it, but Davis with a great recovery. Ricky positioning himself, gets it to Beck, now right back up the left wing for Ricky Davis over midfield. Into the offensive zone, the pass in the right wing at the right point area. Durant has it. Vick goes even with him at the red line. Sammy Vick on the ball, passing it in the box. Topolsky breaks it up for Vosmeyer. Bobby just chips it out into the neutral zone. Vick holding it as he gets it back. Right side, Durant with a long shot wide. Vosmeyer again getting it off the boards, tries for zone pass, broken up. Ebert centers it in the box. McKenzie whacks it out. Trow will just head it the other way. I like the way Pittsburgh's playing it thus far. Here's Beck coming back with 2:04 to go. In regulation time, fourth quarter, a 5-4 Spirit lead. Durant into the offensive zone. Passing it off the boards, it's too far. McKenzie up for more. Kevin over the red line, gets it around his man, but Davis is back to help out. Back to Sammy Beck at the red line of St. Louis. Right side to Davis, back to Sammy Beck. 1:44 to go. We'll watch that clock for you as best we can. It's a 5-4 Spirit lead. Walters over the red line, left wing. Plays it to the right side for Gerald Durant. Durant cutting, going right side corner. Ricky Davis faking the run, drawing McKenzie out. Davis passing it, a good pass, and Pesa shot it into the crowd. What a great ball from Davis to Pesa, and Yeager just got underneath it too much.
And that shot, frustration, may deflate the St. Louis team. And importantly for Pittsburgh, they have possession of the ball on the goal kick.
And John Kowalski will make one substitution, Civies for Child.
All they have to do now is play possession, play the regular game.
Peter Mavlik holding with 1:28 to go. Mavlik sends it up for Marr. And it goes out of play. St. Louis ball at the midfield line. 5-4 Spirit leading with 1:24 to go. And 11,625 people, third largest crowd in Spirit history, clapping their hands together. The other two largest crowds were on all day giveaways. That makes this even more significant. Here's Davis trying to cut through, broken up. Vick at the red line, cutting inside, 50 feet away, gives it up for Pesa. Pesa playing it out to the right point area. Durant in about 10 feet into the corner for Pesa. Save, Mavlik, rebound. Shot high and wide. McKenzie heads it. Mavlik will catch it. Peter Mavlik with 1 minute to go has looked big right there. Mavlik up and throwing it. Over the midfield line. Vick back for it. In trouble there. Forced back by Civies and Marr. Played over to Durant. 45 seconds left. Mavlik, though, came up big seconds ago. Had he panicked that he made a mistake, it was over. It was time.
As high as he could possibly go to come up with a save.
Marr now intercepting it on the left wing. Wants Civics. Leaves him into the corner. He and Vick go after him with 30 seconds left. Vick's going to get the ball. And he just basically tried to fall into it in the box, and he'll get it. He'll be up and throwing it, though. 22 seconds left. Maybe one last rush upfield for St. Louis. Can Pittsburgh hold him? Pesa brings it over the red line. A bad pass. McKenzie will get it. Mack, right wing. Civies with Vick retreating. Ian will kill some time. Over to Vosmeyer. Bobby playing it over the far board to McKenzie. 5 seconds left. You're going to hear a roar. Pesa up for Davis. 1 second. Game over. Pittsburgh Spirit have won it. 5-4. A very big win tonight for Peter Mavlik in front of almost 12,000 people. We'll be back with our Hyatt Pittsburgh post-game show in just a minute, so stay with us on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's equalizer.